Good morning. This is Ask Marie with part 3 of homelessness and who's responsible for what. Now you have low barrier homelessness and you have high barrier homelessness. The low barriers, they can't do too much of anything for themselves because they've been out there so long without sleep or any form of rest that they can't really think of things to do to help themselves. That being the case, the government is responsible for having a nice shelter for them where they can get counseling because they're having mental health problems. And with having mental health problems, crime increases in the area. I personally don't think that the low barriers can be held responsible for that because they didn't get the health that they need. The government is responsible for nice shelters. They're also responsible for sweeping the area where these tents are, and it's just gotten out of hand because it's so dirty. What they do sometimes twice a week, they have these homeless people move. Move to where? They have nowhere to go. The government is responsible for having somewhere to go. You got abandoned buildings that can be renovated and made into maybe 50 rooms for these homeless people. The money is there. This is the United States here. The money is there. Renovate the buildings, renovate locations so that when you move them from these campsites, they'll have some place to go and they won't come right back. But the government is responsible for cleaning those streets and having those people remove all of their personal belongings. All that's left goes into the trash. Then you have your high barrier homelessness. Those people sleep in cars because they don't have anywhere to go. Once again, if they had authorized, especially in California, those teeny houses, they would have some place to go. That's just a temporary alternate for these people. They don't have to sweep clean those little villages that they have. All they have to do is provide parking lots, a lot for these people to put these teeny houses, etc. And that can spread from state to state in making these teeny houses for people to go. Homeless people have no business sleeping on pavement. So both barriers have a responsibility. One, the low barrier is for the government, and the higher barrier is those that just need a hands up. If they can clean out yards and they can sleep well enough to know, because you don't need a whole lot of prepping to ask, can I clean the cars in the car lot and stuff like that. So the high barriers can go clean out the cars and the yards and stuff and get enough money to get themselves a room so that they eventually, as time goes on, they can put themselves back into the working force and become a liable citizen. They can do for themselves. All they need is a hands up, not a hand out. Whereas low barriers need hands out, and that has got to come from the government. Let me know what you think the government is actually doing to help these people, especially the low barriers as well as the high barriers. What is the government doing? Because I've been searching for months and I have not known. Please leave your comment and do subscribe. Be blessed.